Okay. Good afternoon. I got a good live stream for everyone today. Okay. So I am going to be geocaching this live stream. So I'm going to try to find a treasure that is somewhere up here. It says right now that I'm about 30 minutes out. So I should be arriving there in about 30. So this is going to be kind of an interesting stream. So for everybody just now joining, if you guys want to donate, you guys can ask me to do a cameo. Just tell me what you guys want and put down your amount in the Cameo app, and I will shout you guys out. I don't always have a lot of time, so please keep everything to a minimum. I still actually have 400 cameos to actually get to. That's a lot to do within 3 days. 400 videos is a lot. I have made about $1,000 a day. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So, I'm planning on getting a driver's learner's permit. I'm thinking about getting an RV. Apparently, these spots in the RV camping places at campsites go for $19 a night. That's pretty cheap. $19 a night. I did not witness anybody die.
Daniel!
Sorry guys, I get spotted all the time.
Going on and just getting married.
I am not really supposed to, but yeah, I'll let it.
Okay, my boyfriend's a big fan.
It's okay.
Can we take a selfie?
Yeah.
Thank you. You're awesome.
Thank you. No, that wasn't a troll. We're fine. It's very difficult being a celebrity. Most people just don't understand, or they try to on purpose get me in trouble. Starting off my career, I didn't understand that, so I ended up in a lot of trouble for things I didn't really do, or it was all stupid. Yes, I actually have an apartment update. I've already started filling out applications. So that's my update. I am going to be getting that taken care of next. That's the next big thing that I have to do. That has to be done this month because next month I am going on a trip with some friends. That's been scheduled now for a couple months. So I will be going on a 2 to 3 week trip.
And not just these like 95 days.
I can't say where to yet. All I can say is it's going to be a massive, massive trip.
Monica, I saw a beaver. Me too. I saw a beaver. I saw it first.
To Gateway Trailhead. Okay. Got a ways to go.
And then you could sign up like horseback riding in the morning.
Off of Cameos, I make about 500 a day. 1,000 every 2 to 3 days. Do the mathematics. That will tell you an estimated time on when I will get the apartment. Okay. Get ready for an interesting climb. This stream is about to get very, very interesting. I accidentally leaked my number earlier because somebody messaged my comment section asking for business and a way of contacting me for business. And I tried to get a hold of my manager at the time, and I couldn't. So I kind of gave up and put my number which I was going to use just to redirect everyone to my manager, and that didn't work. I messed up. And so I was told that if I talk to anybody that has my number, or if anybody starts calling me, I have to start reporting it, or I could get in trouble legally. So I decided that I was just going to block all numbers. So, and the label is going to have me change my phone number. So I am going to be doing that. So I messed up. Everyone is supposed to message my Instagram, and that's how all business is supposed to be done. Either through that, or apparently through the label directly. All business opportunities don't go through me at all. That's for security and safety. Everything goes through my management. I am still working on getting security. Security is something that I'm still working on. The security company and the label are two separate things. And the security company is demanding that I get the apartment before they will work with me. So that's my next step, is the apartment. I have been having issues with family over the court stuff. Apparently my family, Bob, Reva, my disability manager, who is no longer my manager anymore because of the legal issues going on. Apparently, when I was explaining to them what was going on with the court, they didn't believe me. So that's kind of their own fault, because it backfired. And I do actually have a lot of issues going on with the court. Everything I said is true. And they're just starting to realize that yes, I had probation that got messed up. That is true. And so everything I'm saying is confirmed true. And now they're basically freaking out, panicking, going like, oh my God, Daniel did plead guilty. And he was telling the truth. And now we are to blame for not believing him and kicking him out of housing and all that crazy stuff. So Bob is completely freaking out. Going like, God, I hope the court just lifts all cases because I fucked up Daniel's career. So that's what Bob is now thinking. He's basically an eyewitness and everything I've said is true. So like I said, he's just in full panic mode. He's also concerned that because I've already pleaded guilty last year, and Bob paid for me to go to California because I kept getting kicked out of the motels because fans were spam calling thinking it was a joke, getting me kicked out of motels. And because I had to do my live streams to make money, which, by the way, as we know, I've confirmed all of that stuff, there is just a lot going on. So, yeah. I could be actually arrested, from my understanding. I could be going to jail because Bob paid for me to leave the state, pretty much, when I wasn't supposed to. That is one of the biggest violations I could do at the time without committing another misdemeanor crime. So I'm in big trouble. So, a matter of fact, I even think the FBI even got involved on that for a while. So, some big stuff. So, yeah, from my understanding, the FBI got involved. Bob almost lost his job at work. Apparently last month, Bob spent about $3,000, $4,000 on me, just in gas money, $500 alone, just in gas money. That is more money than he makes out of his job, or even let alone himself. So he's going to be working the next year to gain that money back. That's my understanding. So, not looking good there. Just, like I said, a lot of craziness. Not good. Some climbing access, I guess. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the next couple days what happens. I did ask Bob to take me out to dinner tonight, to a sit-down restaurant, just because I don't know what's going to happen with the court. I really don't. So I want to spend some family time with Bob. Sit down, really have a serious, fun night. Because I don't know. You know, everyone messed up, not just me. And I want to make sure that I love Bob and care and hope things go well, because I don't know if things are going to be okay tomorrow. I don't know what the court's going to do. From my understanding, once you plead guilty, you can't back out of pleading guilty. I took the plea deal before I talked things over with people, and made sure that it was the right thing to do. So when I pleaded guilty and later found out that I was telling the truth and I shouldn't have pled guilty at that time, and I mean, just, I didn't talk things over with the right people. So I could be in worse off situation than I was previously. So we'll see. Also, from my understanding, I do have a schedule because of the label, because of my album, because of the apartment. I have a schedule I also have to stick to. And if anything does happen with the court, it's going to mess up that schedule and I could get in more trouble. So I'm kind of in, like I said, a lose-lose situation right now. And I'm just hoping to keep as much on a minimum as far as the effect as possible. I'm hoping, like I said, that the court case can be lifted because I already have to save close to $50,000 in savings. Like, I'm being serious. I actually have to save right now because by November I'm going to be spending $30,000 a month on security, estimatively. And that is on ground, government level, government security. I've already reached out to the companies and they, like I said, told me I need to get an apartment before they can move forward. That is difficult. So not going to be easy the next couple months. It's going to be 100 times harder than it already is. Another fear that I have is that the court wants to take my phone. It's difficult because of the things that have happened, the things that I've done, the things that I've said. The issue being is with me being correct all along. And after me going to New York and confirming, it's just not, it's not what it used to be. It's a whole nother level of concern. It's a whole nother level of concern. And that's scary. Not only for me, that's scary for everyone. Everyone that I know, all of my family, is just like, oh my God, we should have believed Daniel. Because now he's in a situation where it's kind of like he's helpless. He's in a situation where we've actually let it get this far. We've called him a liar. All that crazy stuff. And it's only dug him deeper in legal issues. Because I went to court. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to say because nobody would believe me when I was trying to make sure that I was protected. So I go home on schedule when I'm supposed to be home. I talk things through with people. That never happened. I was called a liar. So that is just life. That's reality. And now it's, like I said, just created a bigger situation. And now I'm guilty. I'm actually guilty. And yes, I actually admitted to that. I am guilty. Not in the way that you guys are thinking. Not with the current charges. I'm guilty because I left Colorado. I'm guilty because I, did things without, like I said, without going through other people and making sure I should or I could. With, of course, no one believing me, not a word I say. That's just a whole nother level of concern. So for that reason, like with me leaving the state of Colorado, that is why I'm guilty. I don't know if that's really a crime. I know it's a violation. I don't know if it's a crime. It's kind of like leaving the state if you're on probation without talking to your probation officer. You know, that is what I basically did. Even though I wasn't on probation, that's kind of the level of concern, the level of issue that I did. I was in a part of the diversion program, and it states I'm not supposed to leave the state of Colorado without talking to my new case manager, because the court got me a new case manager, which of course Riva didn't believe, but whatever, that's her own issue. She was like, why do you have two case managers? So that was an issue. So yeah, it was a whole mess. It was a big mess. And so I really should have, at that point, just done what I knew was best. I was freaking out. I was scared at the time. I was concerned about me and Bob's relationship, our friendship. I was concerned about some other things too. And I acted out of fear, and I shouldn't have. So I'm guilty for literally acting out of fear. It's crazy. I'm a whole nother person now. I'm a lot stronger mentally. I'm a lot stronger as a person. Let alone I've been to jail a bunch of times. I went to jail in multiple states. So that's just how it is. That's, you know, being a business professional, going to different states, you know, you never really know. You know, it's just life. I could tell you right now, jail is not a fun place. Doesn't matter what state you're in, they're all very similar. They're all set up the same. So California is just as bad as Colorado, just as bad as New York, just as bad as Chicago. It doesn't matter. The things you see on television, that's real. Like, I'm not joking. You would think reality TV shows like 60 Days In is, you know, over-exaggerated. And let me tell you, it's not. You know, that's one show that gets a majority of everything right. Now, I don't know how they get a camera crew in there. I don't know at all. That's weird. Makes you wonder if it's still played or, you know, acted out, I should say. But I'm being legitimately serious. It's, you know, real. It's a real show. It's a real life experience. It's, you know, I'm guessing that they use, because I mean, jails do have cameras. That's something that they have. You know, I'm not sure if they're using those cameras to film and they're just angling it, or I don't know. Or I don't know if they actually have a camera crew, because you would think that if they don't want these people exposed on the show, it doesn't make sense, right? At all. It doesn't make sense that they have a camera crew. Wouldn't that expose them? So it's just very weird how they've done it. So yeah, I can tell you, like I said, it is real. Like, it's what you see on the show is real. So I just, you know, like, I'm a totally different person now. I'm better mentally. Bob is, for the first time, believing me. He's concerned about of my fame. He's concerned about where my future is headed. That's understandable with the things that have happened. He's concerned about me and the other artists and how that's working out. He's concerned with my public image. All this stuff is normal, I mean, Bob was also telling me that if people show up to his house, that is his property. He has the right to protect his property. It's his house. So he is saying that he will shoot on sight if fans show up. I think that's a little extreme, but he says if anybody shows up on his property, that is a life-threatening thing. Like, that is actually life-threatening, and it can be treated life-threatening. Similar to the White House. If somebody shows up on the White House property, it's treated like it is off limits. Shoot on sight. Bob is saying that with his house, it should be the same. It's his property. So he will shoot on sight. Like I said, think that that's extreme. I think any court would be like, that's extreme. But Bob says he's 70 years old and he could care less. So that is what he was saying. That's him. That's his own issue. I'll leave it at that. No comment. I've told him that it's a little extreme and he would end up in jail. And he said, no, I won't, because it's my property. So, like I said, I just told him, okay, end of conversation. So that clears that up. Don't go to his house. You'll be, I guess, shot. Whatever. And I will not shoot on sight. I would not even answer the door. I would call the police. And if they don't leave, absolutely, I will shoot. But I will give them the opportunity to leave first. Here's the thing. I feel like if you shoot, you should be, somebody would either have to threaten your life. Okay? Somebody has to threaten you first. If somebody pulls a gun out, right, on you, then yes, you have the right to shoot. If that doesn't happen, then you probably shouldn't even pull out your gun. Does that kind of make sense to everyone? You have to actually be in a life threat, not just fear for your life. You have to be in a legitimate, situation where it's life or death, and you act first. Okay? Because like I said, you're going to end up in jail no matter what, and there will be a very, very heavy, very extreme court case, and the odds of you winning something like that is 1 in a 5 million chance of winning. I also don't play around. I don't play around with guns. So, I feel like that's not my job. That's somebody else's job, not mine. I hate the concealed carry laws because there are people that will take advantage of that. And then they use excuses to get out of things. It's stupid. Like I said, I feel kind of guilty because I left the state of Colorado. There should be some consequence for that. I'm being honest. Do I feel like it's a level of I should go to jail for? No. You know, jail is, this is kind of crazy for me to say, of this level of, you know, what I personally believe. I feel like jail should be for people that have actually injured somebody, okay, and have been found guilty. So you actually have to injure the person where they have injuries, okay, or you kill somebody, okay. You go to the mental hospital if you do drugs, you need detox, you know, things like that, you know. If you break the law, and like I did with running out of state, I should say, well, I didn't run out of state. Bob kind of forced me because he was like, where are you going to stay? You're on the street, you know, because fans were doxing the hotel. So Bob was like, I don't want you on the street in the middle of snow. I will pay for you to go to California and you could stay with your friend Ox, your friend Ivan. So Bob, without really asking me, and just a whole mess there, paid for my trip to California, which didn't go as planned at all. I was still on the street of California, just not in snow. I feel like I should be fined pretty heavy, you know. At least how much it, you know, took me to do the trip, right? If the trip costed me $3,000, I should be fined $3,000. If I, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel like something like that should be handled. Now, because it was a family conflict, that's basically corruption. Like corruption, or I'm not quite sure what it would be worded as. I'm not sure the government word for it. I feel like that should be just case dismissed. Because my life hit rock bottom to where, you know, I lost everything. You know, at some point I have to build back my life, you know. That's how I feel. I have income. I can tell you right now, I don't have enough income if I get fined. I will probably have to delay the album if I get fined. I would have to delay the album if I go to jail. And I might actually be in even more of a financial crisis if that happens. Which is not good. I would be taking a reverse rather than going forward. And I don't even think the court wants that. I think, like I said, the court wants me back on my feet. And whatever. I think that's what they want. I don't know at all what will happen. I will be honest and just say that. Because I told you my way of thinking. Like I said, I hope it's case dismissed. But I can only hope. I can only pray. I'm hoping that people see improvement, especially with this live stream and my mental state. And I hope people see some type of progress and spare. I really hope they do. But you can't always pray for something like that. You can't always get what you want, and that's, you know, that's the hard thing about life. You know, I I can tell you right now, if I do go to jail, I'm going to have even more family conflict. My life with Bob is going to go even worse than it is now. My relationship with my fan base is going to get worse. With my friends that I love dearly, that's going to get worse. And people that already hate me are going to hate me more. And it's not going to get better if that happens. You know, there are people that, I mean, I've kind of already explained what has happened. I've explained a little bit about what is going on, how people think about me, what people think about me. And what I can say is there would be people that want to be with me, that their management or their team or their friends are going to say, don't even watch his stuff, don't do this, don't do that, because he's a bad person. And let me tell you one thing. You are your own flipping person. You can do what you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you that you can or can't. Okay? So, once you get that, then you need to understand family. You need to understand friends. And you need to slow down. You need to think before you do something or say something. I mean, that takes years to learn. Takes years, if not decades, to learn. There are people out there that are working on that their entire life. But let me tell you one thing. Progress matters. So for all these people out there that are in legal trouble, work on yourself every day. You'll see changes. And I can tell you one thing that surprises me. People are afraid of court. People are afraid that the court hates you if you do a crime or you do something. Let me tell you one thing. They don't always hate you. They want to help. So court is actually a better thing than most people think. Also, for everybody that likes to troll and spam up my phone, and especially call the courthouse and harass them and give them fake information, tell me to say something, do a cameo, and then they're like, here, I'll send this to the court. I'll send this to the police. Let me just tell you one thing. I'm doing nothing wrong. So for anybody doing that, like the person that just now texted me, thank you, because that's a pretty big example right there. You just exposed yourself. Should I read your number or should I not? Let's see. There's got to be a consequence for that one. Here, I'll just block your goddamn number. I'm not going to... Okay. It says, hi, Mr. Daniel Robert Larson. This is Mantis Toboggan, MD, with the Denver County System. That's a bunch of bullshit. You are a liar. Nobody would even have a name like that. As stupid and as dumb as whatever it is. Taboggy Soggy, whatever. And then say, I'm with the Denver court system. What is your role? What do you do? What, explain that to me. Where's your fucking badge number? Okay? Send me your badge number. I'll call the flipping court's office and find out. Okay? Impersonation of court is a crime. And thank you for exposing yourself. And if you're a real sergeant or whatever, thank you for writing a very terrible message. And you should probably lose your job, because that's not how you approach. So I think there should be a warrant for that one. A warrant to whoever that guy is that messaged me. A matter of fact, I'm gonna be reading this entire message here. I'm actually gonna read the entire thing. Who wants a little craziness to happen here? It says, "Hi, this is Sergeant," or I actually got two. "Hi, this is Sergeant M. Dinglehopper. You have a warrant out of El Paso County." I haven't even been in El Paso County, so yeah, why would I have a warrant out of El Paso County, and why would this sergeant name be Mr. Dinglehopper? Explain that one to me. Okay? And it says, "You have a warrant out of El Paso County. We have mistaken you with another Daniel Larson. I need you to come down to the El Paso County Jail. Turn yourself in, or I will hire a hitman on you." Well, we already know Mr. Dinglehopper is not a real name. We already know El Paso County is not in the county of Denver, or nowhere near Denver. That's actually Colorado Springs. And the fact that they hired a hitman over a warrant, what type of warrant? And we already know that it also says that it also says that they got me mixed up with another Daniel Larson. Oh boy. Okay. So we already know that's a fake message. Now, I've been receiving tons of those messages. So for the longest period of time, I didn't even know which court I was talking to, or if I was even talking with my flippin' probation officer. So thanks a lot for all these trolls to literally creating a even bigger situation because of impersonation that you guys were doing. Now look at the legal issues you guys caused. Okay? Also, the $1 million dent in finances that I show on my financial app, that is also true. So thanks a lot that you guys have created a issue that involves multiple artists losing finances and not getting gigs, not getting jobs because of the legal issues that this caused. So thanks a lot. I hope you guys suffer. Okay, and yeah, somebody just messaged me another text message. That's going to be a automatic block. The message literally says, "Hi, is this Daniel Larson?" I could care less. I'm not reading any more messages. So feel free to do whatever, because I'm not reading them anymore. You guys aren't going to get any joy. I'm done reading messages. That was a dumb answer. Okay, so once again, I am also, like I said, going to be meeting up for dinner with Bob. I will be getting my apartment in the next couple days. Well, I'm going to start. I've already started filling out applications. I should be getting an apartment, actually moving in sometime within 2 to 3 weeks, if not sooner. And I am also planning a massive trip. So a lot of big things planned. I am also starting to work on my album. I'm starting to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with that. So, like I said, massive things coming. For everybody that wants to check out my new song, Merry Go Round, you guys can check my Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SiriusXM, and YouTube. You guys can also check out my song and even download it on iTunes. I'm also on Amazon Music. So you guys can check me out. I have a couple of good sides to me. I have my nice side, my serious side, and when I want to be fuck you all, bad side. I'm like the good boy gone bad. I'm not racist. So, I should be arriving in the luckiest part of town here soon. I should be receiving about 200 cameos in the next 5 minutes because I'm now in the lucky part of town. So the lucky part of town is going to make it rain cameos. So I'm so excited. The faster it rains cameos, it's going to, like I said, rain cameos. I will be making about $1,000 a day. I might even have the apartment by the end of the week. So it's all up to you guys on how fast that happens. The faster you guys donate, the faster we're going to move. If you guys want it to be a blur, I would donate $5,000 a day. We can make things a massive blur. Wow. Feels like I time traveled. Must be 100 degrees out here. Whew. Huh. Yeah, so for everybody that is sending me cameos, because I get so many cameos, that's why I had to up the price, is so I don't get as many cameos, but I still make the same amount. I also had to up the price of cameos to be able to equal what I need to pay for at this time. If I don't get cameos, I up the price. If I don't get cameos at all, then I lower the price. If I am getting too many cameos, I up the price. So I, like I said, move the price of cameos to what I need at the time. That's why you see the prices moving. So I would keep the cameos coming in, or the prices will go up, and continue to go up. So, like I said, we don't always do sales. Sales are last minute things. So my cameos are going to stay at the price it is, and if not, go up. So I noticed that lowering the price of cameos doesn't actually help get cameos. It actually lowers the amount that I actually make. I do get cameos, but it does actually take longer because I lowered the price. So I find, like I said, the right amount to be able to get what I need done in the fastest amount of time. That's why my cameos right now are at $45, is because that is working right now. So if I lower that, I am going to not get the 500 that I normally make. I would probably get more like 300. And if I need to keep up with my current bills, 300 is 200 less a day. There's no way that I can keep that going. So, yeah. Like I said, keep the cameos coming in. Otherwise, the prices will skyrocket through the roof. In the meantime, I try to go live, like I said, when I have time. A lot of big things are going to happen this second half of 2023. We're going to have bigger financial climbs, which is going to suck. But we are also going to have bigger things happen, like concerts. We're going to have shows that are going to happen. We're going to have trips that are going to happen. We might even get, like I said, an apartment arc, which is going to be cool. You know, that's something that we haven't had. So an apartment arc is going to be cool. We're going to possibly even have a millionaire arc if we keep going. So, like I said, if you guys want different things than the same old shit every single day, I would start donating cameos. Now, if you don't have anything to donate, I would just view all my music on Lucky Spotify. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like I said, big things here are going to be happening. I don't know why I sound like I could be on the radio, but that's besides my point. Maybe Barstool Sports, who work with World of T-Shirts, might want to work with me, because I'm a real shitbag. So, maybe I should also start my own broadcast. Wouldn't that be cool? Over on the left, we have nothing but cement. Over on the right, we also have nothing but cement. The Daniel Larson tour lately really sucks. Maybe we should have a fake laughing arc. A fake Daniel Larson laughing arc. Wouldn't that be cool? Man, walking and streaming like this, man, I look like a New Yorker. On my way to work, huh? What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna live stream. I have nothing better to do. Here, why don't you guys in New York on your way to work when you're doing live stream actually do something better than New York evening live stream? So, I am thinking about buying a dog. Should I do that before the apartment? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we could get a homeless Daniel Larson and his dog arc. I do make enough. Sorry, Bob, I'm going to jail. But I also got a dog, so watch over my dog. That'll be interesting. Who knows what a sugar glider is? I've always wanted to have one. I don't think a dead dog arc will be fun. Animal cruelty. Here, Daniel Larson can't take care of himself. Here, get a dog. That'll be interesting. Take care of the dog. No. Next, see, it's about to be 100 degrees out. Maybe I should get a Siberian Husky. Actually, I do know how to take care of myself. Like I said, donate and we won't have an issue. Like I said, same old garbage every day does get boring. Really boring. Man, that's like a 9-to-5 day job. Wake up in the morning. Whew. The only thing that's different is the things that I say out of my shitty mouth. Okay, well, I need to call Mr. Bobby Jones and see where the hell he is. So, yeah. This is a shout out to my friend Bob, who doesn't want me to shout him out, but I just did. So, you're now live on the Daniel Larson Show. LOL. So, like I said, if you guys want this broadcast, donate. I might actually go into the recording studio and put my own broadcast on Spotify. I think I can do that for $500 a broadcast session. So, yeah, we'll see how interesting this gets. Here, go into a music recording session. Hey, I have a script. Can I read this? Sure. Sorry. And look who gets the Grammy now. Did you know that a bunch of movies have been actually made on just an iPhone? I never knew that until I went to Regal Movie Theater and saw on their gigantic, whatever you call it, screen. That's not really a screen because it's got a projector. But yeah, that was filmed on an entire smartphone. Makes you wonder, wow, if that can hit the big screen, hey, anything's possible. Actually, I think the action scenes would look like shit. So yeah, I'll be calling Bob here shortly and figuring out where he is in this small town. I will be staying, like I said, in Lakewood tonight, so see you all in Lakewood. This live stream is now ending. Thank you to all the support from Bangladesh, and see you all soon. Goodbye.